Guys, in this video, we are going over how to stop overthinking and live in the moment. An incredibly powerful thing to be able to do if you want to live more from your heart and live a fulfilling, happy, non-stressful life. That's coming up next. Hi guys, my name is Dave and this is HeartSpace, where we are helping you to live life in the way that you want to live, and we do that by releasing videos every single day. So if you want to transform your life, start moving in a way that's fulfilling, it makes you happy, come from wealth, abundance, all of these different things, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon down below. Now I want to go over a problem a lot of people have, and I used to have this problem as well, of overthinking and not being able to get into the present moment. And the first thing to understand about this is they are actually polar opposites. Overthinking is a state in which you are taking yourself out of the moment, and so they actually cannot coexist. You cannot be in the moment while also overthinking. And actually, we can use this to our advantage, because if you realize you can only do one or the other, you can then choose the one that you want to do more often and consciously focus on that thing. But I'm going to be giving you just a simple thing you can do to do this. And then in moments where you find you are overthinking, you're way too up in your head, and you want to get more into the present moment, you want to be able to come more from mindfulness and to move in your day like that, to get all of these thought forms out of your head, to stop focusing on them, then you can do this little process I'm about to give you. So the important thing, guys, is to start breaking the pattern. Overthinking is a choice like anything else. If you indulge in your thoughts, and that's what you're doing when you're actually allowing them to come in and influence you in the way that they are, when you indulge in them, that is a choice. That is a choice you can or cannot make, and one you don't have to make necessarily. And so when you're in this pattern, you need to remember that this is a choice and I can break the pattern and choose something new. So there's a very simple process I want you to keep in mind. It's just 3 steps, and then I'll explain a few other things you need to keep in mind to make this work when you find yourself overthinking or you just simply want to be more in the moment. So the first thing is to simply breathe. Take 2, 3, 5 very deep breaths and do it very slowly. So you just breathe in through your nose, through your stomach, from your diaphragm, all the way up into your chest. You can even go all the way up into your head if you want, but we don't need to talk about breathing techniques in this video. That's for later. But right now, just focus on a nice deep breath in whatever method you want to do. You just breathe in and breathe out. And you'll start to notice, even just after one deep breath, that you're already starting to move out of this overthinking pattern. Because when you breathe deeply like that, you start to slow the energy down. And when you think of overthinking, what does overthinking imply? It implies a lot of energy. Like, you're overthinking. You're not just thinking, you're overthinking. So much is going on. All these thoughts are going, I can't keep up with it. But if you just still yourself and breathe and just get in the moment and go, you'll notice every single time that your mind starts to calm. Now, if you need to breathe a few more times, I like to do at least 3 deep breaths. Guys, it takes like 20, 30 seconds. It's fine, don't worry. Take just 3 deep breaths. If you need to do more, just keep breathing and breathe deeply and focus on your breath. Focus on trying to get it through your belly, into your chest, after, in that order, and just focus on that. And then once you've calmed the mind, you are just going to observe for a second. If there are any thoughts still there, observe. You're not attaching yourself to them. You are not trying to force them away. Guys, nothing will keep your thoughts and overthinking there longer than trying to force them away. That's grabbing them. Whenever you think of forcing them away, this is what you're doing. You're grabbing them. You're like, get out of here. Get out of here. You're grabbing them and holding on to them. And then eventually, before you know it, you'll be overthinking once again. So you're not trying to force anything away. Now just start observing and detaching yourself from the thoughts. And what you'll find when you do that is they will start leaving on their own accord. Think of it like you're observing the clouds and they're just kind of moving along through the sky and out of your vision. And if you treat it in that way, the exact same thing will happen to your thoughts. After you've done that and basically the overthinking process has passed, and this can take a few moments, guys. Sometimes it might take a few minutes, but it can take a few moments. Then it's time to choose, or even better, allow a new thread to form. And so now that you've cleared out the thoughts, you've gotten into the moment, you're now present, you open yourself up to receive something new, but now from a different place, now from the present moment. And so now you can actually Just take a moment and be like, what do I want to think about? What do I choose? Do I even want to think, or do I just want to stay in the moment right now? But how do I choose to be in this moment? And now you can suddenly start taking control of what it is you're thinking about. Like, what is it I want to go do next? I want to go meditate. I want to go work on my business. I want to whatever, right? And suddenly all this overthinking stuff is gone. You now have the space to actually choose what it is you want to focus on. And so again, you just breathe when you find yourself in that just mode of overthinking. You breathe nice, deep, and slow. You observe if any thoughts remain. And then once those thoughts are gone, you've observed. And guys, sometimes you'll observe and you'll go right back into overthinking because you're new to this. Then you breathe again. Start from step one again. You breathe again deeply. Just do it again, and just do it as many times as you need to until eventually those thoughts drift away on their own. And then suddenly you have this empty space for which it's like a blank canvas that you can paint on. Now you get to choose. And guys, you can walk around. Don't be afraid also to walk around with the blank canvas and allow inspiration, allow the moment to fill the canvas, allow yourself to move spontaneously, because that's also something you can really do. But if you want to focus on something, for example, you're getting distracted by this overthinking, you now want to focus on something you have to do for your business, or you have to do for something else, you can absolutely do that. But again, just don't be afraid to walk around with an empty mind, because with an empty, spacious mind, with a blank canvas, it opens you up to infinite possibilities of inspiration from the universe. So never be afraid of not having any thoughts be activated up there. And this is what meditation will help you do as well. Just remove everything, which then allows you to be open to receive. You cannot receive, if they ever tell you, it's much easier to teach someone with an empty cup than to teach someone who has already has a full glass. Because on a full glass, you can't add anything, but someone with an empty cup, someone who has cleared it away, is now open to receiving. And so you can also use this process to allow yourself to be open to inspiration from the universe, to the suggestions from the universe, or whatever you want to call it. And that's another great thing you can do if that's something that you are more pulled to. So again, one thing I want to emphasize is, guys, this is not about control. This is about being neutral about your thoughts. This is about allowing. The more you can allow, the more space you will create in order to receive the things you actually want to do, divine inspiration, all of those things. If you're trying to force things to happen, then you are not allowing. And in fact, again, you are holding on to them. You're trying to push them away, but it's the glue that keeps you stuck to your thoughts. It's the glue that keeps you stuck to your circumstances when you're trying to force them out. So just allow, and they will leave on their own accord. If you just do this method, again, very simple. It's just breathe, right? You breathe deeply, slow the energy, observe, and then choose, make a choice. And this is the simple process, guys, that is going to eliminate overthinking almost immediately. And it's so powerful to getting in the moment. And again, you can even try it while this video is going on to just breathe some deep breaths. You'll be amazed how good you feel after just 3 to 5 breaths of just taking a moment to pause and breathe. And it's so amazing. This is so available to us at all times, yet so many people forget just to breathe and get in the moment. And yet it can feel so freeing. It can feel like such a release, such an opening, because it is. All right? So that is the simple process, guys, to stop overthinking, to get more in the moment. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you're actually going to take some action and apply this when next time you find yourself in that overthinking pattern. As always, I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.